What's good, everybody? And welcome if it's your first time viewing. Welcome back if you're returning. I'm the Nappy Dreamer,
And I'm Kia Bling,
and we are the
the
Melanin
Melanin
Mindset.
Mindset.
You did that on purpose that time, friend.
I just said it. I didn't know whether it was going to be in sync or not.
All right, listen, if you're viewing us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notification bells so that you're among the first to know when the Melanin Mindset goes live each and every week. All right, if you haven't already, find us on Facebook, the Melanin Mindset. We are also on Instagram and Twitter, Melanin Mindset _, and we are also out there on TikTok. And y'all, yes, we're going to do better. The Melanin Mindset, okay? So go ahead and tune in, plug in with the Melanin Mindset, and keep yourself abreast of what is going on. We like a good word around here, okay? So abreast, long as we're not opposed. Anyway,
Ooh.
friend. All right, friend, go ahead and do that thing that you do, girl.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, guys. So today, in honor of August being Black Business Month, we are going to talk
Period.
about Black businesses and why and how we should support that which supports our community. So, also, too, guys, make sure you take note of the ticker at the bottom and ask a question. Go ahead and answer that question in the chat. We love to interact with you guys. So, what does it mean to you to support Black? So, friend, what does it mean to you to support Black?
So last week we talked about, for the culture and how that looks and things like that, kind of gearing
Mm-hmm.
up, to have a guest with us at the end of this month. But it's for me, supporting Black is in every sense of the term. Like I'm gonna only shop at the Black owned boutique. Like I'm going to also shop at the place that employs my melanated brothers and sisters, or the place that supports or benefits my melanated community. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
the example I gave you was like if the head chef is melanated, right? And he in there flipping stuff, doing his thing, throwing down, salt baying it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to go there and enjoy my 5-star or Michelin star meal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go there and I'm going to spend my money because I'm doing it with the intent of further supporting my community. Because in the places that they, necessarily won't let us go, that's the best way for me to put it. You'll find us there. And when I
Working.
find you there, yeah, by me giving them my money, it further supports you in my community. You know what I'm saying? So that's what support Black is to me. It's not just only limited to just buying with a small Black business. Like mine, it goes toward supporting my community in other ways too. What about you?
Mm. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a strong advocate for Black owned
Period.
because to just on a whole nother level. Because as a business owner, having to navigate and learn the things that it takes in business and also in like growing your wealth. Period. Sometimes you don't get that opportunity when you just working.
That's
And
true.
sometimes that edge needs to be pushed on some of us, and I know it ain't all of us because everybody not gonna be an owner. Um, just to be more financially conscious, and I feel like it actually does help a lot when it is a Black owned business or somebody who's achieved it. They definitely gonna look out for us to achieve the same as well, or at least sustain a lifestyle that could be looked up to.
True. That's true. That's true. So what you're saying is that your drive, I'll say it this way because I know you're just giving how Kia feels. This is not you telling people what they got
Mm-hmm.
to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the way you look at it is like it's more beneficial for you to go to the Black restaurant, the Black owned restaurant, and spend your money as opposed to going to the potentially not Black owned restaurant and the chefs
Mm-hmm.
and the workers are African American and you're or Black, I should say, melanated, okay? Because
Mhm.
they melanated, and so you go in there and you're spending your money there with the intent of supporting them, inadvertently. Let me put it like that. It's not direct
Yeah.
going to their pocket, but it is stimulating their pocket staying full. You know?
Yeah, and that's not to say like that I don't go to restaurants that aren't black owned.
Hmm.
Of course I do. And if I have a server that is black, I'm tipping. You can call me what you want. I'm tipping better. I'm definitely tipping them better because, and it's funny that you use restaurant as an example. They are the lowest paid people. If it's somebody lower, let me know. But as far as I know, they are the lowest paid people working. They literally work for tips.
Pretty much.
They'll get. I know in Florida they get paid as low as like $4 and $5 an hour,
Yeah.
and it's like with the guaranteed tip. Are your tips guaranteed?
Right. I think they bumped them up to minimum wage now that they took away that whole $2, $4 an hour with tips. They bumped up to
Where
minimum wage, and then
in
but then
Florida?
also and then
Okay.
and then what they're doing. Remember the girl used to go to the college, the coupon girl. She used to have a book, right? I know she wasn't melanated, but she used to have that book of thick, like that thick binder with all the coupons. She was like a coupon crazed person, but she was
Yes, I know who
also
you're
a
talking about.
waitress,
Yeah.
and she would talk
Yes.
about how she used to make hundreds of dollars. Well, I remember it changed sometime way back then because I
Oh, okay.
remember distinctly her being angry about it because she was like, now with that, now all of her tips that she was pocketing because she was only getting
Hmm.
whatever, now her tips are being dispersed amongst everybody there. And she was like, nah, I don't think it doesn't financially make sense anymore because she used to do
Well,
whatever she could to drum up her tips and now she's sharing them with everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, girl, I don't know. I don't think it's up. Well, what is minimum wage in Florida? I don't know, but I did hear the lady going
Low.
off. It was a lady in IHOP going off. She said, "I don't know how they expect us to survive off of this. I make $7 an hour, and then I'm supposed to get tips. What if I don't get tips?" Oh, she was going in, but I think that is what she was talking about. Is because they're sharing the tips.
Yep. Yep. And so that's what they
Hmm.
did to change it. I don't know what the deal is up here in Georgia though. Don't ask me. I
Yeah.
just when we started talking when you said they were the lowest paying and you were like they only get $4, it made me remember that occurrence with this young lady. So Stan put in the chat, support black to me means help elevate the organizations, businesses, etc.
Hmm.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So the organizations like Stan, something that I had said was something to the effect of, you know how the YMCA and Boys and Girls Club, they're not black owned, right? But if you look at a lot of the times, and I'm not saying every time, y'all, so don't come for me because I ain't sent for you. Most of the time, they are
Hmm.
centered in our community. Usually those boys and girls clubs and the Ys and all of that are in our community. So those are safe places for our children to go and be able to play basketball, go swimming, get help with their homework. Just a safe place for them to be while their parents are trying to make that minimum wage that they're giving out here in Florida. And a lot
Yeah.
of times they give those programs that benefit them. And in turn, I would fund the Boys and Girls Club because it
Hmm.
funds my community. You know what I mean? Like it helps my community.
Do you think? And I told you I was going to play devil's advocate on this one.
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think? Do you think that because most of us do think that way, those of us who may have had an idea to like, I should open up a something like a YMCA in my community, but I'm not because I ain't gonna do that. They already got the Boys and Girls Club and the other YMCA.
Uh-uh. No, don't let them open a BYMCA. Okay, then I will be supporting the BYMCA.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
but I'm talking about as a umbrella concept. Like I'm looking at what is helping my community as a whole. So
Yeah.
if there was an alternative that was melanated, oh heck yeah, man, I'd be
Hmm.
supporting them. Like I would definitely be supporting them. Like my main support would be for them, but I wouldn't negate the other options that do still impact my community. Like I would keep all of
Yeah,
that
and
in mind, but my
I definitely feel you on that. I don't feel like it's like, oh, I'm not going to go there because it's not
Right.
black owned, because you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. But
That part.
I do believe in supporting when you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. So he says that recycling the black dollar is what support black means to him. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Or friend, can you take that and go
What to
somewhere with
say?
it?
What does it
Recycling the
say?
black dollar.
Recycling. Oh yeah, because if our money stays flowing through our community, it stays flowing. It's like the minute it goes out, it's gone. And it,
Mm,
in our community specifically, it goes out a lot more than it comes in.
right, right. That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. But here
Like,
we have rec centers. And then let me see. It's another part to it. The why isn't heavy as the rec centers. Listen, there is a rec center in Orlando. Dag nabbit, and the name just slipped out of my head. When I was reading it, I thought of
mm-hmm.
it. But there is one on Bruton Boulevard. Anybody who's in the Orlando area, it's on Bruton Boulevard. You know where I'm talking about. I think it's the Robinson Center. And that is a black based center. And if I were still in that area, I absolutely would be supporting. I saw that. What'd you do that for? I would be
Because
supporting.
I don't see the chat.
Oh, you don't? Oh boy. Okay. Well,
It's
did
okay.
you
I
see
can
it
see
come up on the
YouTube
screen?
over here on my other screen though, but I just don't
Okay.
see it over here. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, if they had a rec center like that, then yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking for what is sewing into my community. I'm looking at what is supporting and uplifting my community. You get what I'm saying? Oh, it's called
Orange
the Orange
Center.
Center. Thank you. The Orange
Mm-hmm.
Center. Yeah, and so it's somebody Robinson something. But either way,
Mm-hmm.
it is definitely a heartbeat of that particular community, and it is absolutely a rec center, and it is centered around us. But I was just giving those as examples. But yeah,
What about colleges and universities?
girl,
Like,
listen.
do you think it's more beneficial? And I mean, we this is just us talking because ain't neither one of us been to nobody's HBCU. But from what you talk, if you know anybody who's been to one, or if anybody out there watching has been to one or been, do you feel like it's more beneficial for us at HBCUs than it would be at a non HBCU?
So your children, they don't go to an HBCU, right?
They do not.
No. All right. My god baby does. She goes to fam. And
Mm-hmm.
when she went to fam, she chose fam for the specific reason of the rich culture. This girl, listen, and I'm not messing with my baby because God knows I love her to death, but this girl told me straight up, this she had done the research all the way down to why the Rattler was the mascot. Listen, she knew about the fields prior to the college ever being there. She was
Mm-hmm.
just so taken aback by the rich culture of FAMU. And
Okay.
my family's history is fam. Like my family's, my dad, his siblings, fam is what it was for my family.
Okay.
But
Okay.
or yeah, so I'm definitely from that particular concept going to the HBCU. But
Mm-hmm.
I do believe because she got accepted into a program at a non-melanated university, but she chose FAM because of its rich culture and the opportunities that she got. Like her freshman year, she was already in there moving and shaking, and she just
Yeah.
recently got crowned for something she participated in, and it's her sophomore year in college. So
Yeah.
it's like really just looking at her thriving and the opportunities she's been given. I'm not saying she wouldn't have got those if she didn't go to an HBCU. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying it's more likely for her. And she feels like when she walks on campus, they're familiar. Like this is familiar. They understand my dynamic. They don't
Yeah.
question my story and they support me with love. You know what I'm saying? And kindness. So just
Mm-hmm.
that alone is something that she thrives on going to fam. She's just, I mean, she's a whole other kid. It's crazy. I tell you all the
Yeah.
time, like my baby that grew up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
for us choosing college was about which one can you go to and spend the least amount of money. That was it. Whichever school gave you the most scholarships and you didn't have to take out no student loans, that's where you going. And for us, it was a Florida school because we're in Florida. And my son got a full ride. My daughter was a transfer student, so we didn't pay much. And so now just it seems like the boys are on the trend to being FIU alumni.
Mm. Listen, and I'm giving you
But it was
applause,
more
girl,
of
because
a
yes.
yeah, but it was more of a when I remember having that conversation with my oldest daughter, but I say why wouldn't you choose a HBCU? You know, because I'm like you're putting your money back into the community. But now once the money ain't coming out of your pocket and you get to go, I'm like, hey, go for it, go for it, because it's benefiting you. You are the Black community, and let's get this degree.
Mm. Love it,
But
love it.
I do feel like they would have a more, like you said, rich experience in Black culture at HBCU.
Yes, she's definitely my girl done got connected, honey. And she is
Mm-hmm.
proud to be connected. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
something about succeeding out of that. I be seeing the TikToks and stuff too, where the kids getting their degrees and they got their what they call the chords and all of that. They got their medals
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that. And then they're
Yeah.
coming out of these HBCUs. And these are the kids that people probably counted out and the ones they didn't want to give the opportunity to. But these kids are so proud of the culture
Mm-hmm.
that fuels their education that it's causing their success
Mm-hmm.
rates to be higher. It's just, yeah, it's just that. It's just that. So
Yeah.
absolutely. The HBCUs are absolutely
Now
a
don't
key
get
to
it
our
twisted.
culture.
No matter where my kids go, they are unapologetically Black. Their culture go with them everywhere they go.
Let's see
Mm-hmm.
here. We got something in the chat. I've encouraged my oldest to go to an HBCU after graduation because, unfortunately, as an honor student, he doesn't see or socialize with a lot of little boys and girls that look like him.
Mm.
Mm,
We gonna call them
okay.
young men and young women if we talk about HBCUs. We're gonna stop calling them boys and girls and they go to college.
Listen, girl, I'm proud of my nephew too. He is a sophomore in high school, but going to college full time.
Mm. Okay,
So
do
yeah,
that, do that.
yeah, I'm proud of homie. But
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like you should, because I know what you said, but I'm asking the listeners, do you all feel like as a melanated community that we should, beyond a shadow of a doubt, push our children to go to HBCUs, or is that something that is up in the air? Like, is this
Oh,
something
girl,
that,
she corrected you. Your nephew a junior.
oops,
Go ahead and be
how?
traumatized, though.
No, this is me, girl,
Go ahead.
I'm not doing
Go
it.
ahead.
Mm-mm,
Graduation is next year, boo.
mm-mm. Ain't no way they juniors. Did he skip a grade? Never mind. We're not about to do this right now. So Stan said
Mm-hmm.
optional. I'm not about to fall apart on Beyonce's internet. It's not happening. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I have you ever been on a college tour?
Oh no, I didn't go.
I went on a college tour when I was in high school, and I recommend every Black kid go on a Black college tour. Go on an HBCU college tour. Like, because I feel like they pick their school, we take them to their school, let them tour their school, and then they end up going there. But to see what else is out there, I think it helped a lot. Yeah, girl, your math is not mathing.
It's
That's a
okay.
whole junior. That's a whole junior.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Listen, girl, the real kicker is that the baby, and I know he ain't no baby, just turned 21 2 days ago.
wow. Mm, it's okay.
I'll heal. So Stan said optional.
Yeah, optional.
Said
Optional.
optional. I could
Okay,
see
here's
myself
another
kind of
question.
encouraging it a little bit though.
Here's another question I have. Would you be the type of parent who says, like, school or nothing? Like,
No,
your kids
absolutely not.
have to go to
No.
college?
Uh-uh.
Do
No.
you find that a lot of Black families do this, though?
I do see that that would be a thing amongst our culture.
Yeah.
So my
And it's not
husband,
out of and I think a lot of times the younger generation feels like, oh, my mom's trying to control my life, or they're just trying to make me do what they wanted to do. And it's because, and I'm gonna say this to the young people watching, it's because of the struggle that your parents went through, and they don't want you to do the same thing. Unfortunately, sometimes the only way they see that it can be different is college. So
mm,
I don't say write it off completely just because you don't feel like it's what you want to do. Look into it. Do your
um,
research.
I'll be real with you. I am actually a proponent of being rather successful within work without solidifying that degree. I did not complete
Mm-hmm.
my degree. When I apply for a job, I do not list my my educational experience other than what I have completed. Never do any of that. However, I am a giant result of succeeding without it. So
Yeah.
I would not be one to say you have to go. Now, do you
Mm-hmm.
have to get the knowledge? Yes. Do you have to gain the experience? Yes. Do you have to build the skills?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But do you have to go to school to do it? No. And so that is where I stand on that one. I don't believe you
Yeah.
have to go to school to make it happen, because I've seen people with degrees that have to talk to me before they can make a move.
Child, I've
So
seen people with degrees who somebody else must have took them classes for them. Some of these emails I read, I was like, who gave you a degree?
ma'am,
Is your
I am
name
not
spelled right on
opposed.
your degree? Like,
Listen,
is
I
your
am
name
not
spelled right on?
opposed to that concept either.
Girl, that like the man talking about something. Yeah, we're gonna be gone from the 18 to the 22 to the 18. Are you talking about somebody's measurements? No, June
Listen,
22, June 22nd. Not the master's degree, June 22.
girl, listen, that part. I mean, it's something to say. Um, I'm not knocking anyone who has gone to school and got their degree. Good God, that's not what I'm saying.
No,
But what
because
I am
honey,
saying,
I seen these classes my kids take. I'm a professional quitter. I would have been quit. And my baby, she working on her third degree. Go girl, you doing that, girl? You doing that?
hold up, and that's for both of y'all, cause you the mama.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for both of y'all, because you the mama. But no, in
Yeah.
all sincerity though, like you don't have to do that in order to be successful. Um
Mm-hmm.
in my little corner that I like to call success at this point, we
Yeah.
doing all right over here and we ain't getting no degree.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're doing the things that pay the bills, we're doing the things that we enjoy in life. We are still sustaining without a deficit, and I ain't get no degree.
Yeah.
I should say sustaining comfortably. I'll say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it. And it's a lot of times I think in our community we definitely do push that if you don't have that degree, you won't get too far. And I know a lot of communities are looking at like you want your kid to be a doctor or a lawyer, something, a teacher, a doctor, or a lawyer.
Yeah.
But
Not
it's
a
just
teacher.
definitely more.
Teacher, look, teacher is not the go-to anymore. The teachers is up there like, this is ghetto.
Like I don't want to teach no more. Teaching is ghetto. So, friend, when it
Mm-mm.
comes down to like we were talking about how supporting black businesses and whatnot like that, but do you know what is your favorite current black owned business? Like if you could tell the viewers right now, we got people viewing. By the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that share button and share this with someone you care about. Doesn't matter where you're watching from. If you're viewing us from Facebook, share works just the same. So go ahead and hit that share button and share this out so we can beef up some of these numbers. We're about to go to commercial in just a moment, and we're going to
Mm-hmm.
continue this conversation about black business and supporting it. What does it mean to buy black? So, friend, when you really look at all the options we have, I don't know a black-owned hotel chain, but I'm going to ask you though before we go to break, who is your favorite black-owned company right now? One, you can only name one.
Non-bias. Non-bias. Because I would
Yeah,
name my own or my daughters.
right, right. No, like non-bias, non-bias, non-bias.
So not I can't name none of my friends either. Okay.
We'll name drop
Um
at the end. We're gonna name drop at the end.
right now, like I don't know, like if I'm thinking things, like if I want to thinking out of like me buying a thing, I love her, who Deanu, and I like Tote Carry. Like
That's
it's
not one
just
business, ma'am. You just named two.
okay, okay. So I don't have one.
You have one. Dianu. There you
I
go. Go
don't.
ahead.
I don't. I mean, I don't have one. I wouldn't put one over the other though. I just
All
find
right.
that like a lot of times when in the past anyway, if you bought black owned, you would find like lack. Oh, Julia's Place though. Okay, that's my favorite. Julia's Place.
No, no,
I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
no.
It
You don't
is.
get to know.
It
Come
is.
on now. That
No,
was
it is.
mine.
I wasn't
All
thinking
right,
about
look,
it. It's that.
I'll talk about
It's,
it afterwards then. I'm gonna add
it's
that on there.
definitely Julia's Place. Um, but it's the quality. I feel like before, if I would say 10 years ago, a black business owned business came out, they was just trying to do it to get a quick dollar. You would end up with a cheap product. It wasn't thought through. But those companies that I mentioned, and in my favorite, Julia's Place is my favorite. They have quality. They've done the research. They've hired the right people, and their stuff is high quality and affordable. Like they made it for us.
Mm.
Like they like my people need this, but I know it needs to be affordable, but it needs to be the same high quality as some of the bigger brands out there. So that's why that's my favorite.
All right. Well, when we come back from break, I will be sharing what my favorite is, although somebody kind of tap danced into that a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and run this commercial. Y'all, please don't forget, we are still brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel. You can go to dianu.com and save 15% by simply using promo code Melanin Mindset. So check this commercial out here, and we'll be right back, y'all. What's good, Mindset family? The Melanin Mindset is thrilled to announce we are the newest brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel. Dianu Apparel is a black-owned apparel company that offers trendy African-inspired prints in each and every garment. They're offering our listeners 15% off their purchases just by using promo code Melanin Mindset. There's something for him, there's something for her, and there's even something for the kids. So head right over to dianu.com using the description link down below, or just simply enter Melanin Mindset at checkout and save today. Thank you all so much for bearing with us in that break there. Welcome back, friend. So please keep in mind, like we said before, we are brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel, and you can save 15%, even clearance, y'all. And remember what we said last week? Black Panther 2 is coming out, and we about to step out, y'all. We stepping out. And so when you get ready to step out, just know you could have had a really good deal on your outfit if you shopped on Dianu, and it's stuff for him, her, and them kids. Okay. So
I feel like it's something that they should start setting up. They should start setting up like events. Like we should have like rent out the whole theater and sell tickets for Wakanda Forever, dress code, everything.
I'm gonna be real with you. If we was able to pull something off like that in Orlando, I know the
Mm-hmm.
AMC theater there, and I could definitely set that up. Just saying,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I've done it before, where we sold out a whole theater,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in West Oaks. In West Oaks. All right, so let's see here. You said your favorite black-owned business is Juvia's Place, and I was a little, distraught by that. Is it like your camera checked out, friend? Like your camera just said,
Oh,
"Scoop."
my camera checked out. Oh, okay. Everything kind of fell sideways. I don't know what I'm looking at. What
Ooh.
happened?
You coming back slowly but surely. You off to the side.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why.
Mm.
Oh, I think I zoomed in on the back of the camera.
Duh.
Child, I don't know what happened.
Girl, oh.
Okay,
So
go
you
ahead.
said
Share
Juvia's
yours.
Place. Go ahead and yeah, you said Juvia's Place. So mine is also Juvia's Place. I'm kind of let down that she took that from me, but mine is also Juvia's Place, y'all. I am obsessed, and I would say it's a tie, honestly, between Fenty and Juvia's Place because Fenty Cosmetics for me is like the one stop shop. With Juvia's Place, I kind of have to powder and foundation type of deal, but Absolutely those two, because I really do like a good, set of makeup. I'm definitely a makeup fan. But Juvia's Place, like she said, is absolutely designed for us. I see some places coming through. We got Fubu, Rock Nation, Milano de Rogue. It says Holla Sporting Goods, Fresh Prince Inc. I love all of that. All of that. So yeah, but I'm absolutely an advocate for Juvia's Place or Fenty. I'm a fan of Fenty too, because she went all the
I
way
am a
down the line.
Fenty fan. I am
hmm
definitely a Fenty fan.
Yeah, and the thing that really pulls me to Juvia's Place though is, like she said, they absolutely thought of us at the center of their concept. Like, we were the core of why they did what they did. Fenty is designed for makeup for all women, which is great too. Nah, I'm not knocking it. It's
Now
makeup for
you
all
know
women.
Juvia's done. She done expanded. She got all the colors too, from
She
white to jet black.
expanded. Right. She expanded, but her intent was us. You get what I'm saying? That's where it started.
Mm-hmm.
But with
Yeah.
Fenty, it is black owned, but it was intended for all. You know what I'm saying? For all people, everybody, the whole time. But Juvia's Place definitely came with a concept in mind and stuck with it. They absolutely did. There's a
Hollis
Hollis
Sporting
Sporting
Goods is
Goods
in
in
Miramar.
Miramar.
I might need to check them out.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, all right. So if you're viewing with us right now and you have a favorite black-owned business or black-owned corporation, company, etc., be it big or small, go ahead and drop that down in our comment section so we can call them out as well. At the end of the episode, friend, we can go ahead and shout out some of our personal faves, our biased opinions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Toward the end. So stay tuned if you'd like to hear about that. Stan, do they sell Nike? Stan, does Hollis Sporting Goods sell Nike? Let us know. All right, so friend,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm super obsessed with Juvia's Place and Fenty. Like, I mean, it's a good tie. I feel like I can put on my Fenty and just go. But with my Juvia's
Mm-hmm.
Place, I feel like I put on the Juvia's Place and I do powder it a little bit. Like, I can't just put it on and go. Because sometimes I do get a little bit oily, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I put coconut oil on my skin, I can't put the Juvia's Place over it and walk out the door. Like right now, my face
You
has
put
coconut
coconut
oil on
oil
it.
on your skin, you shouldn't be able to put nothing over it and walk out the door. You
What you
gotta
mean?
let coconut oil suck in.
Well, yeah, I've had coconut oil on my face all day today, but when I went to put my makeup on for
Mm-hmm.
tonight, like
Okay, okay.
I could still touch my face and it was a little shiny. But when I put my makeup on, my Fenty, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
powdered a
Fenty
little
is
bit.
great.
Yeah, and I put a little Fenty right here in this area and I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what I was
love
going through.
I I've explored all that Fenty has to offer the way I have Juvia's Place because of the price.
All right, so we missed the first part of what you said. You said as you have Juvia's.
I love Fenty, but I don't feel like I've explored Fenty the same way I have Juvia's Place because of the price. And I think it's
Mm.
great that we have that option though in our community, that there are some lower prices and some upper prices, but you can shop from both and still support Black business.
Friend, we need a sponsorship by Juvia's Place. I'm just saying, because we be beating these faces, and I know you have a catalog. You know what I'm saying? You have a catalog of Juvia's Place
Yes,
palettes, and
yes.
mine. I've got a little stutter of Juvia's Place palettes and a couple of
The
other
only
NYX
thing
palettes in
not
there.
Juvia's Place on my face is my mascara and my
Mm.
lips. Now today my lips are Juvia's, but
Well,
like on
my
a
lips.
regular, my mascara is what's it called? Oh, I can't even think of what it's called. But the neck Better Than Sex.
Who's that?
That's the name of the mascara. It's called Better Than Sex.
Can you send me some? Just
It's
saying.
awesome.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, so
And
my lip gloss is small. Is small black business. UR Cosmetics. It's a small black owned business.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
My foundation is Fenty, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my powder is black owned. It's Sasha Buttercup.
Okay, Sasha Buttercup. Sasha Buttercup, if I'm not mistaken, is black owned. I don't know.
I don't know if it is. It
I don't know
wasn't
if it's
in
black owned or it's just every black girl got it.
right. I use Sasha Buttercup, the banana.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Sasha Buttercup, and then on my eyebrows, Oh, honey, I think it's Maybelline because you know I have to use that gel to get my eyebrows to look decent. And my mascara is absolutely not black owned either. It is Maybelline too. I think. Is it Maybelline? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. A lash somebody. It's not really expensive, y'all. I went kind of cheap on the mascara. I don't care about that. Um, but yeah, no, I'm Fenty, Sasha Buttercup, UR Cosmetics, and then Maybelline by the lashes and brows.
So while we're on makeup right now, if
Uh
you
huh.
guys shop at Sephora or Ulta, you can go on their website and Ulta lists all the black owned products. All the skincare, hair care, beauty that is black owned.
Mm. If you
I
like
think Sephora,
clothing,
if I'm not mistaken, Sephora does too.
oh man. If you looking for clothes, Forever 21 does the same thing.
And Target.
Forever 21, it does too. Oh, Tabitha, honey. Listen, I owe
Target
Tabitha a
does as
shop.
well. They'll
I
let you
saw
know,
somebody.
like,
You said they'll
such
let you
cosmetics is
know.
a
You stopped in the middle of your sentence, friend.
I said Target will let you know too which products are black owned in the store.
Mm. So, how far are you willing to
No, because
take your
I
black
went to
owned
look I went
journey?
to look up whether Sasha Buttercup was black owned,
Mm. How far are you
and they're
willing to
kind of
take
skating
your?
around it. What?
How far are
They're
you willing to
skating
take?
around it.
Are you doing this on purpose at this point?
No, go
um,
ahead.
how far are you willing to take your black owned journey though? Like your shop black owned journey. Like, do you look up to see if pots and pans and things like that are made by black owned companies?
Yes, I do, and I have one. I
Really?
don't know
What's
the
the
name right.
brand?
I don't know the name right now. I don't know the name right now, but I definitely found one. I even found the black owned toothbrush. It's an electric toothbrush. It's called the fat head toothbrush. I think that's what it's called. And the head of it is big enough to brush your top and bottom teeth at the same time. And it's an electric toothbrush. And it's really good. And it has all these dentist recommended and all of that stuff. Yes. I am that. I am that. Yes. I'm looking for it. If
Can we
I
turn?
need it, like if I have it and it's like, it's time to replace it, I am now that person who really does look to see. Let me see if I can find a black on one.
Mm. So let's go ahead and turn a corner. What about some of these brands that exist that are actually not really operated by melanated people? So I found out Stubbs is named after a melanated man in the story and all of that, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
melanated owned. It's presented in a way that makes it appear as though it would be a melanated product, but it's not melanated owned. And there's a few products out there like that that are being presented
Mm-hmm.
with the imagery
A
that
few. It's
represents.
a whole bunch of lava.
It's a ton. Listen, I was trying to be modest,
Yeah,
okay? But there
there's
are
a
some brands
lot.
out there that kind of present that way. And then what happens? They're basically benefiting from the Buy Black campaign. They're benefiting from the Buy Black campaign because they
Yes.
know if we see somebody who looked like our great uncle Charles on the front of the bottle, we about to grab it because we believe that Stubbs is him. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
same situation with Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima was targeted at us, but was not even relatively nearly by us. Now, what is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called now?
Pearl
It's
milling.
Pearl,
Pearl
Pearl,
milling.
Pearl and Millies.
Pearl milling.
Oh wow.
Pearl milling.
Oh, milling. Okay, yeah. Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jack
I
Daniels'
just
first
kept
distiller
saying
was
it because I
black.
know. Wow. I know I like Jack for a reason.
Listen, that part. Let me put that on the screen. Oh, first we got this one here that says, "Okay, I'm on a mission to look for black-owned sneakers." And then let's see,
Mm.
Jack Daniels' first distiller was black. The uncle nearest is Jack Daniels. Uncle nearest is Jack Daniels. Mm, that's interesting. So how do you feel though, like how we always talk about our culture and maintaining the dynamic of who we are and things like that? How do you feel about when we step over and start grabbing other people's cultural items and start to produce them for ourselves?
So listen, it's funny that you asked that question because okay, if anybody out there don't know, I love me some Halloween. So I was like, would it be cultural appropriation for us to dress up like the family from Encanto? I was like, I just had to think about it. I was like, oh, you could be this person, you could be this person. I was like, but wait, is that? It's. I mean, technically it's not, but it could be. Look, it could be deemed as. Technically, it's
Mm,
not because I'm not gaining anything from it. I'm just
right.
having fun. But the whole blackface thing was a big deal
Y'all ain't
when
gonna
they used
paint
to
your
have them bars.
faces. Y'all was gonna
No,
paint
but
your
I was gonna
faces?
go. I was gonna go give me some body wave and some deep curls.
Who are you about to
My
be?
foundation might have been a shade lighter. Like if I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it. But I
Cause
don't know.
she
That's not what
does
I want
it.
to do.
Listen, she does it. She
I,
was a
it was just a thought. It was just a thought.
mm,
So
y'all gonna be the family
that's right. The
madrigal.
Melanin Mindset has not had Halloween with us yet because we started in November. This
Oh
is gonna
man,
be fun.
listen, y'all listen. Oh Lord, oh Lord, we might have to do a special event. We might have to do a special event, friend. You gonna have to help me because you know I don't
Yes,
be getting dressed
getting
up. I
ready.
don't
Get
get
ready
dressed up for
with us.
Halloween.
Get ready with
Um,
us.
I don't think I've ever done a Halloween costume ever since elementary school. But what I was saying
Oh,
was,
so I'm gonna throw a party and you're gonna have to.
okay, I'll be the nappy dreamer. I'm gonna come as the nappy dreamer. All
You're gonna
right,
come
so
as the
listen.
nappy dreamer. You're gonna be the help.
Anyway, so what I mean by that is there's different tequila companies that are coming out now by black people, right? And tequila
hmm
is like a heart thing for Hispanic culture. You get what I'm saying? Like just the essence of how they started to generate and manufacture tequila, like it's very much so culturally rich. But then now we're coming out and we're like, oh well shoot, I can afford the land over there, go on and produce me some too, so I can ring in on the
hmm
check. Do you ever find yourself, because I do, I can say I do for certain, I find myself feeling like kind of, I ain't gonna lie, type of way, because
mm
it's like when we are saying, oh well that's cultural appropriation, y'all over there trying to do this and that's something from us. But yes, share knowledge, share wealth, share success, but when you go for someone, the heart of someone's culture, and something that is birthed out of their culture, you get what I'm saying? It's like
hmm
how I do feel a type of way. Like I feel like maybe we as black businesses should we should I have to tread lightly with this because it's what I'm saying.
hmm
I'm not saying it in a sense that we can't do it and it should be separate. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, but
Yeah.
when you go for something that's at the heart of their culture, like imagine if non-melanated people tried to be like, oh yeah, we got soul food, and they open up a soul food restaurant. You get what I'm
But
saying? Like, really look at something that's at the
and they
heart
have.
of your culture.
First of
I
all,
know they have.
first of all, and they have, and
Yeah.
and they will continue. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like no tequila, no. Um, okay, it it's commonly it's commonly in Mexico, but it started with the Aztecs. Now, whether the Aztecs are considered Spanish or not, I don't know. But
Uh-uh.
beside all of that, it's a thing. That's just like it's just it's one particular thing. Not necessarily. I find it more offensive when you take a method that is and then try to rebrand it as your own.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is like when Dominican blowouts were real popular, there was a salon, and if I'm not mistaken, it was in Georgia, that was a black salon. It had been a black salon for forever. And in order for her to up her sales, so to speak, she rebranded her salon as a Dominican salon. She went so far as to learn Spanish and rebrand her salon as a Dominican salon. And she had never even been to the Dominican Republic, let alone be Dominican. That is ridiculous to me.
Go ahead, sis.
Ridiculous. Like, are you serious?
I bet you she was too. Straight
She
up
was. I
gangster.
bet you.
Straight up gangster. A whole gangster.
Mm, yeah. But
Absolutely.
when I see stuff like that, my son went to go see the Elvis movie, and he just was like, the cultural appropriation was horrible. And then, he got into a debate with somebody about, like, how was it cultural appropriation? And he was like, he literally took how the black people used to shout and praise the Lord in church, and then went and did it like it was a dance to some music. And then, you got all of his moves and all of, he became rich, like filthy rich, off of something that's culturally, something that we culturally do.
Right. Yeah, he
But I
did a
mean,
lot
in
of
his
things.
case,
You could go on for days about Elvis.
yeah, I know. But in his case, I mean, he didn't necessarily say, like, and yes, we know Stan believes that Elvis is a myth. But like in his case, he just was doing it and presenting it to a community who had never seen it as something new. The chick who you just gonna turn Dominican, like I
Oh
Dominican.
man. Listen, what's that TikTok trend they was doing at the one point? I just flipped the switch. Flip.
Yes, yes,
She flipped the
yes,
switch.
yes. She Rachel Dolezal does into Spanish though.
I can't. I can't. I
But
can't.
I wanted to comment on the black owned sneakers. Now, everybody's saying like somebody said I know some black owned sneakers. Do we count the brands that have like Ivy Park is through Adidas, Yeezys are through Adidas? Do we consider them black business?
They're subsidiaries.
You know, Serena Williams got Nike now. The other
Yo,
little tennis girl got New Balances. A lot of the black athletes have shoe brand endorsement deals. Do we? I'm asking y'all out there. Do you consider those supporting black businesses
so
or
friend, that would be
supporting black business? Yeah.
y'all can put y'all comments down below and let us know what you think about that. But friend, I'm gonna be real. I think of it the same way I was saying at the beginning of the episode when I was talking about me going to spend my money at the restaurant that's got the black head chef. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
when I look at stuff like Ivy Park, or I look at Serena's brand, or I look at Jordan and stuff like that, those shoes are not black owned. They're just black operated. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a black
So that's
name on it.
what I'm saying is by me going and buying my Ivy Park, am I supporting, by your definition, black business?
You are supporting black, absolutely.
Mm.
However, it's not a black owned business. That's what I'm
No,
saying. Like,
I
yeah,
know it's not a black owned business. That's why I asked the question the way I asked it. Do you
yeah, I
consider it
absolutely think.
supporting black?
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, but likewise, I also consider supporting black. Like I said, going to there where the head chef is black. That keeps him
Mm.
employed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Okay, Stan said no, those are signature sneakers.
right.
Say no more said no. So we are looking for actual black owned. We made these shoes. We manufactured these shoes. Um, Business. What about? There's a lot of black businesses out here who are customizing those sneakers. I mean, you're gonna buy them anyway, but if you get them customized, now you're supporting another.
Then yeah, you're supporting black at that point. You're still supporting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he said here. Let me see. Say no more says, because the company is still cutting them a check. Like that's how I look at it
Absolutely.
too.
So it's
Like
more like they working for the company, but they're using their brand to push forward,
yeah,
basically Adidas Nike agenda.
right. Like they get the check. You know what I'm saying? They get the check.
Mhm.
However, they're not getting the whole check. You know what I'm saying? Like how I could come to KB Hair, get my hair done, the whole check goes to KB Hair and whatever expenses KB Hair may have. But if I go
Okay,
to
say no more.
Supercuts,
Collective. Okay, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
oh, but then if I go to Hair Cuttery and KB Hair works at Hair Cuttery, yeah, KB Hair is getting some of the check, but KB Hair is not receiving the whole check. But I still consider both of them supporting Black. I really do because I am funding my community, even though it may not be directly funding them. I am inadvertently, intentionally putting my money in my community. Like that's just how it looks to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, say no more. Mentioned the company See a Collective. Like I'm looking at some pictures. They nice. Now
They
you know me.
nice.
I gotta put them on. I gotta put them on, feel them, and all of that stuff. Oh, NZ. I do remember them too. I didn't know they were black owned, but they are. I
That
found a
was
blog
Stan.
post.
That was Stan that said Sire Collective.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Is
Hmm.
it Saya?
I don't know. What'd you
I
say?
said Sia spelled like my name. It's SIA.
Sia. Girl, I don't know. We're gonna
Oh,
find
okay.
out though. We're gonna find
You know
out.
you good for correcting a heifer, so that's why I said, "Oh, is it Saya?" Or was you just
Oh,
trying to be Richard instead of Richard?
oh, listen, I'm not opposed to it being either way, okay? All right, y'all. So listen, like, let's just be for real. While we turn the corner, right, friend? We're gonna go ahead and turn the corner because we're reaching our time, and we have absolutely loved having you all with us tonight. Thank you so much for hanging with us and dropping your comments and things like that. It is still just enough time for you to hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and give us a like on our video if you're viewing us on Facebook or YouTube. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and light that screen up with a few hearts. It looked like most everybody's on YouTube, but I ain't mad at that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and light up that screen on Facebook. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Make sure before you head out for the night, you have at least hit share once. All right. Make sure before you go tonight, we want to challenge you to at least hit share one time on our YouTube, the Melanin Mindset Live, and share it with someone you care about. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be tonight's episode. It could be a previous episode. But share
Mm-hmm.
something
Something you
from
think
our
will work.
YouTube tonight. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, friend, with minding our Black business as we come to a head in tonight's conversation. So, my perspective is if it pours into my community, I have no problem pouring into it. What are your
Mm-hmm.
final thoughts on buying Black or minding my Black business?
Mine are this similar to yours because I know I'm not 100% gonna buy black owned all the time, but I do make a conscious effort to seek out black owned first.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do this? How do you like the video? There is a thumb and you just click it.
Give it a thumbs up.
Click it. I do find myself the more and more that I'm learning about my culture. Friend, listen, the people who view us probably think, oh my gosh, we make their week so much better and we do so much for them. But the
Mm-hmm.
reality is that I have gained so much knowledge over these past few months that we have been doing the
Yes,
melanin mindset. Like it has definitely created a mindset for me that causes me to want to benefit my community. And it's not that before the melanin mindset I didn't want to, because that's how the melanin mindset came to be. But
I feel like it's giving us more
it's
tangible
giving
things.
more, right,
Yeah.
and it gives more purpose and more intention in what we're doing. Because if I'm going to ask you or challenge you to do a thing, I am looking. If someone is to challenge me, I should say it that way, to do a thing, I'm looking at them to see, like, you telling me to do it, but what are you doing? You're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you support too. And so
Yes.
I feel like I really have gained a lot from you all because each topic we do take our time usually to look up things and make sure that we
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they
Make
probably
sure that
like
we're prepared.
baloney. No, I'm serious though.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We really do look into our concepts and our conversations and we learn so much from them. And we will be bringing back some more informational content, but these conversations are actually a lot of fun to just have. Um so friend, do you want to give them a tip of the week?
Mm, I'm just gonna say buy black owned. I think I actually said it at the end of my episode, the same thing. Like, be intentional. Be intentional about serving your community. Your dollar, no matter how big or how small it is, has so much power to influence whose kid's about to be rich. You know, whose future are you investing into? So buying, like, be intentional about it.
Awesome sauce. So y'all listen, we'll be back next week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, right here at the Melanin Mindset Live, to share with you all next week for the culture part 2. So
Ooh.
for the culture part 2. Y'all asked, we heard you, and it just happens to work out that way anyway. We're gonna have a special guest, Anishai of Go See the City, joining us on next week, and she is going to be sharing her purpose in doing what she does for the culture, and what awesome things that she does have, that benefits our community. So can't wait to have her here with us. We are excited to have a guest join us again. We haven't had a guest in a while, so we're going to have a guest come back through our doors and spend a little time with the Melanin Mindset family, y'all. So,
Mm-hmm.
friend, you ready to start name dropping some personal faves?
Yeah, you go first.
Well, why I gotta go first? All right, so the first one,
Okay, you
Natural
can go back and
Disasters
forth.
Apparel. All right, so I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
drop Natural Disasters Apparel. It is a custom apparel company that prints literally what you want, and it is actually owned by yours truly. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so check out naturaldisasters.com, and you can shop, get custom orders, or even pick something from our site. Go ahead, friend.
Mm-hmm. I am going to recommend Lavish Apparel Inc., where you can be fly without breaking your wallet. Very cute accessories, women's clothing, and that website is Lavish Apparel Inc., right? .org. Your turn.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna also throw out there Grandpa C's Creations. Y'all listen, if you're viewing on Facebook, go on and head over to Grandpa C's Creations. I am going to drop a link on our Facebook page with Grandpa C, because the link is a little bit longer, so I don't know if I can ramble it off the top of my head. But Grandpa C's Creations is a confectionery dream, and it is owned by
Mm.
Grandpa C himself. He has everything from custom sauces to custom cakes. And I mean, in everything in between. All right. So check out
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa C's Creations. What you got, friend?
I have KB Hair Designs, and you can check us out online at kbhairdesigns.com. You can buy products, you can book appointments. We have a blog. You can learn about things about hair care and so on and so forth. kbhairdesigns.com.
Awesome. And I think I got one more. I'm trying to think of what I can pull out my pocket. Oh, I got one more. All right. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this last one here. We have AEC, not AEC. We have oh my gosh. Go ahead, friend. I can't even. Oh, AAEG. Good gosh, I couldn't even get it out. AAEG, Authentic Artistry Entertainment Group, stationed in Orlando,
I was gonna
operating.
say, are you trying to say authentic artistry? But I used to do it. You did the letters, so I was
Right.
confused.
My bad, girl. My bad. We got
Mhm.
Authentic Artistry Entertainment is stationed in Claremont, Florida, which offers both in-person and virtual music classes and lessons for your children, as well as DJ and event MC services. So that is the last one that I have for tonight. I'm sorry if I ain't call your business off. Forgive me. I tried to ramble
Mhm.
off those that are closest to me. And so there we go. Friend, what you got? You got one more to throw out there?
I have one more, and I need to look it up though, because it is okay. I got two more. We got Purely Wasted, which are custom waist beads. We have an Instagram page, just as it is one word, Purely Wasted. Also, they adore my kicks. Is that what it's called? They adore my kicks on Instagram. They do custom Crocs, whatever on your feet. She customizes them. So you, yo, Crocs look with Louis Vuitton fabric, or your Crocs with bling on it, and she does them for all sizes, and she does an awesome job. So I think it's they adore my kicks.
Awesome sauce. So, y'all, we just threw out a few of our personal favorites. Help us mind our Black business and support those Black businesses. And if you are watching the playback, comment down below your favorite Black owned business, be it big or small, and we would love to have that shared with our viewers. Yes, Factory Offset is coming soon. Boom. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us. Listen, as we said at the introduction, I am the Nappy Dreamer.
And I am Kia Blaine.
And together we are the Melanin Mindset. We'll see y'all next week, y'all.
Peace.